Hygge, a quality of coziness and comfort that engenders a feeling of contentment and well-being. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Victoria and welcome to Time and Tenderness. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 5 ways I have incorporated, or we as a little family here on Time and Tenderness have incorporated the feeling of hygge into our home. So what is hygge other than how I just previously described it? Well, there is no word in the English language that directly describes what hygge is, but in a nutshell, hygge can be described as a feeling of coziness, comfort, charm, and security. So last year, my husband and I discovered the book called Little Book of Hygge. I will link it in the description below. We rented it on audiobook from our local library, and I listened to it while I drove out and about during my day, and my husband listened to it while he was doing yard work. And the book really resonated with us. It described this Danish way of living from Denmark. It is a Danish thing. Hygge is a Danish word. It is a concept out of Denmark, out of how the Danish people like to be happy, and they have this word called hygge, as I had just previously described, and this really resonated with us. We really like cozy, comfortable, comforting things, and as we get into the fall and winter season, I like to slather on the hygge even more, so to say. So here are 5 areas in our home where we like to slather on the hygge extra heavily during the fall and winter season. So the first area in which I like to add some extra hygge into our home is when it comes to our home's atmosphere. So we are starting to burn more candles now that the sun is going down later, and just in general, because just candles add a cozy ambiance to the space. I currently have a candle burning right now, and I like to utilize the candles on our dining room table as well during dinner time, just to add some extra comfort, coziness, and ambiance to our little home atmosphere. Low lighting is another great way to add some coziness and comfort. Right now, the world is experiencing an influx of really bright LED lights, and those can be very harmful to your eyes, and as more studies are showing that it's sleeping up. I can't talk today. It's messing up a lot of people's sleep schedules when it comes to blue light and just how much light we are exposed to. So in the evenings now, we are dimming the lights, we are turning off our ceiling lights, we are utilizing candles, and we are utilizing just lamps that have very warm hues to them, and just having dim lighting in general. And it helps us wind down at the end of the day and get ready for bed. And when we are surrounded by more dim light before bed, we end up actually sleeping better. Second area where we have incorporated more hygge into our home is when it comes to pleasure or food. Now, I am grouping these two together because we find that food is very pleasurable. So in the fall and winter season, I like to bake and cook a whole lot more. I go into overdrive when it comes to baking and cooking. I'm cooking more stews, I am cooking more pies, I am cooking more soups, I am cooking more cookies, I am cooking more cakes. You name it, I am doing it in the kitchen, because food and having these delicacies just are very pleasurable. There's something very cozy and comforting to sit down in the evening to a nice slice of cake or a cookie with a warm cup of tea or warm cup of milk, or just hot cocoa or coffee in general. All of those things are very comforting. So we are trying to be very more mindful in adding those little aspects into our everyday life, and it adds more hygge and more comfort into our home. The third third area that we add hygge into our home is in our attire, in what we wear. So we try to reach for more comfortable sweaters and pants and scarves and fuzzy socks and slippers and pajamas. Now, pajamas is the area that I really want to talk about the most when it comes to attire, because that's what we tend to think of when we want to get cozy. We want to put on our pajamas and get comfortable and watch movies and sit by the fire. So when you have more comfortable pajamas, you feel cozy, right? Yeah. So last week I actually just purged my entire closet. I got rid of so much stuff, and the most of the stuff that I got rid of were pajamas. And I'm using the term pajamas very loosely in this little portion because they weren't really pajamas. They were old loose-fitting t-shirts and shorts and leggings that I had that were ratty and falling apart, and I just had not parted with them for some reason. And they didn't look good, and when I would wear them, I didn't feel good in them. I didn't want to be seen in them, but I kept them around because I considered them pajamas. Now I have gotten rid of them, and I have kept only matching pajama sets that I actually feel good wearing. And I find that when I actually feel good wearing a pajama set, I feel more cozy and comforting wearing those pajama sets. So I highly recommend get rid of all of those junk clothes that you don't want around anymore, and start to invest for yourself in some nice matching pajama sets that you actually feel good and look good in. So the fourth area that we like to add some extra hygge into our home is when it comes to family time. Think of the phrase we over me. So when you're trying to decide what to do as a family, as a little family unit, or as a couple, think we over me. Is this something me that I want to do, or is this something that we actually want to do? Now, the activities that are more we over me tend to be more enjoyable and upbuilding. They upbuild you more as a family unit and as a couple. So one thing that we like to do is we like to set aside television shows that we actually like to watch together. Now, my husband has television shows that he likes to watch on his own, and I have some girly television shows that I like to watch on my own, and we designate times that we watch those separately. But for the majority of our TV viewing time, we have shows that we come together and we watch together, and it really helps bond, because then we have something we can talk about, and we are experiencing entertainment together, and we are seeing things together at the same time, and it is very enjoyable and very cozy and comforting. Now, the fifth and final area in which we like to add some extra hygge to our home is taking time to actually disconnect. Now, we will go for walks or hikes or go for a drive, and we will either leave our phones somewhere unaccessible to us while we are together, or we will leave them at home. So like when I go for a walk, sometimes I'll leave my phone at home. Of course, I'll let my husband know when I'm going for a walk so he knows where I'm going for safety reasons. You can never be too safe nowadays. But it feels good to really leave that technology behind and just really connect back to the earth, back to nature, hear the birds, and just have your mind get clear for the day. Even if it's just 30 minutes, you're just leaving your phone behind, putting it in a drawer, and doing something tangible with your hands, reading a book, baking a loaf of bread, sewing, knitting, something like that, where you can just actually do something with your hands and disconnect from the mindlessness of scrolling and alerts and notifications. It really is good for your mind and adds some extra cozy, comfort, good feelings. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below how you add some extra hygge or coziness to your home in the fall and winter season. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you never miss whenever I upload a video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!